Welcome back to The Perspectives of the Bible. It brings us immense joy and profound gratitude to have you all here with us today as we embark on a remarkable journey filled with insightful revelations. In today's deep dive discussion, aptly titled Chronicles of Care, Acts of Compassion and Their Reflective Teachings, we will traverse the depths of compassion as demonstrated in various biblical texts that have stood the test of time, continuing to inspire countless generations. Before diving into this enriching exploration, we warmly invite you to take a moment to subscribe to our channel, show your appreciation by liking this video, and tap that notification bell icon. By doing so, you will not only support our mission to uncover the profound insights embedded within Scripture, but also ensure that you remain connected and updated, thus not missing any portion of our extensive explorations into the treasure trove of knowledge and uplifting narratives we are eager to share with our dedicated community. Together, let's engage with these profound teachings and let them illuminate our minds and spirits. Now, without any further delay, let's embark on this meaningful collective exploration together toward understanding compassion in its fullest sense. Compassion is much more than just a moral guideline. It embodies a foundational teaching resonating profoundly throughout the entirety of the Bible. It serves as a guiding light in our everyday activities and interactions with fellow human beings. It transcends the boundaries of token gestures and mere rhetoric, transforming into an essential pillar of faith. This encourages us not only to engage in deep introspection, but also to take substantial and meaningful action in the world around us. We aim to explore an array of touching acts of compassion found within biblical texts while unpacking how these instances serve as reflective lessons for our daily lives. Ultimately, this exploration promises to add a vibrant tapestry of meaning and deep purpose to our existences as we tread through the sacred stories of Scripture. As we navigate the intricate fabric woven from different stories, we shall discover how these ancient texts provide not only guidance, but also serve as inspiring sources of motivation, urging us to embody love and compassion within our very own communities. Each specific act of compassion carries extensive and long-lasting implications, resonating across the aisles of time. This beautifully connects with the very essence of what it means to be human and encourages us to integrate compassion into every aspect of our lives. Understanding the historical and cultural context surrounding these acts will be essential in helping us live more engaged and meaningful lives in our modern societies. Our exploration will commence with the profound narratives found in the Old Testament. Here, we will encounter countless examples of profound compassion that beautifully illustrate God's deep care for the entirety of humanity. One of the most compelling stories woven into these sacred texts is the deeply poignant narrative of Ruth and Naomi. This story embodies not only loyalty, but also showcases an incredible depth of selfless love and unwavering commitment. Ruth, a Moabite widow, made the courageous decision to remain steadfastly by her Israelite mother-in-law, Naomi, in a time steeped in hardship, profound grief, and heart-wrenching loss. This extraordinary act of compassion stands as a heartening reminder of how strong relational bonds can open doors to healing, resilience, and strength amid the adversities life brings our way. As we pause to gather our thoughts regarding Ruth's unwavering resolve and profound, lifelong commitment, we find ourselves reflecting on meaningful questions. How can we genuinely demonstrate unwavering loyalty and deep care for those around us? How often do we step beyond our own comfort zones to actively support individuals in need, extending compassion and understanding? These thought-provoking inquiries are designed to guide our conversation today as we delve deeper into the rich and layered meanings behind what it truly means to care for one another in our beautifully complex world. Let us embark on this journey of exploration and growth together. Welcome back to The Perspectives of the Bible. As we continue our ongoing journey through Chronicles of Care, we are thoroughly excited to delve even deeper into specific examples of compassion that echo throughout the pages of Scripture with renewed vigor and depth. Compassion emerges as far more than just a mere emotional response. It stands as an extraordinary action that powerfully reflects our deeply held values, beliefs, and morals most profoundly. As we explore these biblical narratives in greater depth today, let's momentarily reflect on how these stories can guide our lives and shape our personal interactions with others, ultimately expanding our understanding of what it truly means to genuinely care for those with whom we encounter. First, let us shift our gaze to the powerful and well-known story of the Good Samaritan. This parable serves as a striking illustration of how profound compassion can manifest itself through intentional, selfless actions, demonstrating a willingness to engage with the complex stories of our fellow human beings. The tale begins with a man traveling from Jerusalem down to Jericho who falls victim to an atrocious attack, mercilessly robbed by depraved villains. Left wounded and helpless on the roadside, several individuals pass him by without offering any form of assistance, exemplifying our often innate tendency to overlook those in dire need in our surroundings. Yet it is the Samaritan, a member of a group often looked down upon by the Jews of that era, who truly pauses with genuine care and concern for this afflicted man. He takes the time to tend to the grave injuries, transports him to an inn for recovery, and even goes above and beyond, paying for his care during this critical time of need. This remarkable story boldly challenges entrenched societal norms and prejudices, urging each of us to reach out and extend our hands to assist those in need, irrespective of their background, societal status, or past experiences. As we navigate today's contemporary world, we must ask ourselves, who are the Samaritans among us? They are indeed the courageous individuals who rise to the occasion during times of crisis, often facing hostility, misinformation, or outright misjudgment from others. The act of caring, then, becomes a crucial bridge that connects us with those we might otherwise overlook or dismiss. How often do we permit our biases and prejudices to dictate our ability to genuinely offer compassion? The story of the Good Samaritan serves as an empowering reminder that compassion knows no barriers. Every individual, regardless of their circumstances, merits our kindness, empathy, and support during times of distress and vulnerability. As we continue to navigate this engaging discussion, we encourage you to pause and reflect on how we can substantively embody this spirit of compassion in our daily lives. What does it truly mean to live out the lessons imparted by this timeless parable in our contemporary circumstances? How can we actively seek opportunities to step outside of our comfort zones in service of those who are marginalized or who are attempting to navigate significant hardships in their lives? Let us remain open to the profound lessons that naturally emerge through our own compassionate actions, allowing them to shape our interconnectedness as individuals who fundamentally care and support one another in our shared human experiences. Next, let us shift our focus to the deeply moving story of Ruth and Naomi, a narrative steeped in emotional depth that stands as a beautiful testament to loyalty, love, and selflessness. Qualities that truly operate within the very fabric of relationships and in the intertwined lives we all share. Following the tragic deaths of her husband and sons, Naomi finds herself feeling utterly bereft, vulnerable, and alone in a world filled with anguish. Given her circumstances, she decides to return to her homeland, marking a significant turning point not only in her life, but also in her emotional journey toward healing. However, Ruth, her devoted Moabite daughter-in-law, resolutely chooses to accompany her on this difficult journey, expressing her heartfelt commitment with the poignant words, "Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay." Those heartfelt words vividly epitomize profound commitment, unwavering loyalty, and selfless compassion that transcend cultural boundaries and societal constraints. Ruth not only provides critical physical support for Naomi, but also exhibits remarkable emotional resilience during this challenging chapter in both of their lives. Taking on the role of provider, she gleans in the fields to ensure that both women have sufficient sustenance and nourishment to survive and thrive amid difficult circumstances. This act of compassionate devotion highlights the paramount importance of standing firm and being supportive of those we love during times of hardship, turmoil, and trial. It serves as a heartfelt reminder that true compassion often involves tangible sacrifice and unwavering support for those we cherish the most deeply. In our everyday lives, how can we embody the resilient and loving spirit exemplified so profoundly by Ruth? This may manifest in being present for a friend during emotional distress, offering a helping hand to family members facing dire needs, or even making a conscious effort to actively listen and engage empathetically with someone in pain. The essence of this story encourages us to cultivate and nurture relationships that are marked by unwavering support, compassion, and genuine love, qualities that remain essential even when confronted with seemingly overwhelming odds. Let us ponder the myriad of ways we can act as a supportive force in the lives of those around us, drawing inspiration from this timeless tale of loyalty and enduring love that resonates through generations and calls us into action. Finally, let us direct our attention to the remarkable compassion exhibited by Jesus Christ himself, a figure who truly embodies love and care in every aspect of his being and in every word he speaks. Throughout the Gospels, we bear witness to innumerable instances where Jesus actively engages with individuals who are marginalized, including lepers, the impoverished, and even those deemed sinners by societal standards. One particularly poignant account is encapsulated in the moment when he heals a leper who approaches him in an agonizing state of desperation, yearning for hope and solace. Despite the societal stigma surrounding leprosy at that time, Jesus refrains from shying away. Rather, he reaches out, touches him, and delivers a profound message emphasizing a remarkable truth. Love unfailingly transcends societal barriers and inhibitions, affirming the intrinsic dignity of every individual. Jesus' compassion shines radiantly through his remarkable ability to genuinely see the person standing before him, treating them with inherent dignity and respect, rather than reducing them to mere labels or societal definitions that society often imposes. In a world that is all too quick to judge and malign, what does it mean for us to embrace and genuinely care for the lepers that exist within our communities today? The challenge lies not just in feeling compassion, but in our willingness to extend our hands in love and kindness where it is least expected, allowing the transformative power of compassion to guide us in every interaction we have with others. As we take a moment to reflect on the radical acts of compassion performed by Jesus, we draw invaluable lessons about the very nature of love itself. Compassion can indeed serve as a revolutionary force, significantly transforming lives and rectifying injustices when we genuinely cherish and allow it to guide our actions and interactions with others, continually encouraging each of us to adopt an attitude of selfless care toward those around us. Let this powerful truth permeate our hearts as we move in grace and compassion through our day-to-day lives. As we draw connections among these remarkable narratives, we begin to recognize that compassion permeates the essence of each story, ultimately emerging as far more than a fleeting emotion. It stands as a heartfelt commitment to consistently engage in meaningful action in love and service to those around us. From the poignant considerations of the Good Samaritan's sacrifices to the enduring relationship between Ruth and Naomi, and ultimately to the compassionate acts displayed by Jesus, these powerful tales encourage us to reflect continually on our own lives and our capacity to extend acts of compassion to those around us. Are we truly engaged in meaningful acts of kindness and compassion every single day? Are we effectively bridging gaps and fostering understanding within our communities? These probing questions open the door to profound personal transformation, facilitating the building of tighter-knit communities where love and understanding thrive abundantly. By comprehending the reflective teachings behind these profound acts of compassion, we empower ourselves to take bold steps toward embodying these values in our daily lives. Each selfless act of kindness creates ripples of positivity and goodwill, both within ourselves and our communities, thereby fostering environments characterized by care, understanding, and mutual respect for every individual. As we pursue lives firmly anchored in compassion, let us also embrace the notion that the act of giving beautifies not only the lives of the recipients, but also enriches the giver in ways that are often surprising and unexpected. Compassion creates a unique bond that enhances the beautiful tapestry of shared life experiences among all of us. It urges us to recognize the interconnected nature of our existences and highlights the collective journey we share as human beings on this earth. Let us engage wholeheartedly in these endeavors, knowing the profound impact they can have on the lives of those around us. As we reach the closing moments of our exploration into the transformative power of compassion, let us remind ourselves that each of us possesses the innate ability to create positive effects on the lives of those around us. We can draw from the profound teachings of the Bible to instill these compassionate values not just within ourselves, but also within our larger communities as a collective whole. Importantly, compassion does not limit itself to grand or ostentatious gestures. Instead, it flourishes beautifully in the simplest of interactions: a warm smile offered to a stranger, a listening ear extended to a friend who is feeling despondent, or a kind word shared during a particularly challenging moment. As we continue our journey beyond this moment, we challenge ourselves to proactively seek opportunities to serve and assist those in our immediate surroundings, whether within our families, workplaces, or local communities. By thoughtfully integrating these biblical examples of compassion into our everyday responses and interactions, we can develop deeper connections with each other. This, in turn, will foster a more compassionate world for all individuals to inhabit and thrive in together. Thank you for journeying with us on this meaningful exploration through Chronicles of Care. We earnestly invite you to stay tuned for our upcoming segment, where we will delve even deeper into the teachings that continually inspire us to embody love and grace in our daily lives. Until our paths cross again, let us wholeheartedly embrace compassion in our lives and actions each day, creating ripples of kindness that can transform the world around us into a more nurturing and loving place for everyone. As we take this moment to reflect deeply on the profound stories of compassion illustrated throughout the Bible, it becomes increasingly clear that these acts are not merely historical accounts set in an obsolete past. Instead, they serve as compelling examples and timeless teachings for us to actively engage with and apply to our lives today. One particularly poignant narrative that underscores this compelling theme is the parable of the Good Samaritan. This impactful story illustrates not just an isolated act of kindness, but emphasizes the crucial importance of unconditionally loving our neighbors, regardless of social or cultural barriers. Jesus recounts this compelling tale not only to entertain his audience, but also to teach us that compassion should not be confined or limited by personal biases, prejudice, or very real fears of the unknown. The Samaritan's courageous willingness to assist a stranger who had been left helpless on the roadside due to the actions of others serves as an enduring reminder of how we ought to approach those in need around us. This narrative provides a powerful call to action that encourages us to extend our genuine care and support well beyond the comfortable enclaves of our own lives, ensuring that compassion is actively woven into our everyday experiences and interactions with others. Are we ready to take on this challenge wholeheartedly? Let us take the first step together. Moreover, when we thoroughly examine the remarkable and transformative life of Jesus, it becomes increasingly evident that his entire ministry was firmly rooted in acts of unyielding compassion toward others. His journey included healing the sick, feeding the hungry, and uplifting the downtrodden, all while offering light to the darkness that many experienced in their daily lives. Each significant act demonstrated every single day that genuine care possesses the potential to transform not just individual lives, but also the broader community, instilling nearly indescribable hope and resilience amidst the sorrow and despair experienced by so many. His compassionate interaction with the Samaritan woman at the well serves as another striking example, showcasing that open-hearted conversations can positively change someone's life for the better, forever altering their perspectives and spiritual journeys. By treating her with kindness, understanding, and respect, Jesus addressed not only her physical and social needs, but also touched upon her deep-seated spiritual hunger and emotional void. This powerful narrative calls for us not only to engage compassionately and thoughtfully with the individuals in our lives, but also to recognize that often the most impactful act of care is simply being present and genuinely listening to someone as they share and confide in us their experiences and feelings. Let us reflect deeply on how we can incorporate this understanding of compassion into our daily lives, ensuring that we actively uplift those with whom we come into contact. Compassion should be a guiding principle that permeates everything we do. Another significant aspect to consider within these timeless narratives is the reciprocal nature of compassion. When we extend kindness and empathy to others, it frequently returns to us in unexpected but beautifully profound ways. This reveals the significant interconnectedness of human experiences that bind us together in a unified purpose. Think of the inspiring story of Ruth and Naomi. Ruth's brave decision to care for her mother-in-law not only significantly strengthened their bond in the face of adversity, but ultimately set the stage for Ruth's redemption and the abundant blessings that marked her journey through life. Such stories poignantly remind us that our acts of compassion do not merely benefit others. They generate a profound ripple effect capable of restoring communities and forging even deeper relationships among individuals. Compassion is indeed a two-way street, nourishing and enriching the lives of both the giver and the receiver while sowing the seeds of goodwill and unity among every individual and the broader community surrounding us all. This interconnectedness serves as a powerful reminder that our actions can create a lasting impact and change the lives of those we encounter. Let us ensure that we consciously cultivate this cycle of compassion in our everyday lives, understanding that in doing so, we collectively enrich the human experience for everyone involved. In reflection, we live in a world that continually pushes us to prioritize our individual needs and desires, often at the expense of others around us. Yet, the Bible calls us to counteract this prevalent tendency by actively serving and caring for one another in genuine, tangible ways that uplift and support those in our communities. The call to compassion today remains more relevant and necessary than ever before. Whether it involves helping the homeless individual on the street, volunteering at local shelters, or simply being present for a friend who is experiencing distress or hardship, these meaningful acts of kindness resonate strongly with the teachings of our faith. Moreover, they reinforce our shared humanity and underscore the interconnectedness we all share as human beings. As we navigate the personal challenges and uncertainties of life together, let us remain mindful that every small act of compassion contributes to a greater good, allowing God's boundless love to flow through us. This light illuminates the path for those around us as they walk their unique journeys toward healing and comfort amidst their challenges. Let us be the bearers of this compassion, spreading light to both ourselves and those around us, ensuring that every step we take reaffirms our commitment to being conscious stewards of love in our communities. In conclusion, the Chronicles of Care that we discussed today invite each of us to engage in meaningful introspection and extract actionable insights stemming from the impactful and timeless stories found within the scriptures. Through the varied narratives and profound teachings we've explored together, we learn that compassion transcends the boundaries of a mere fleeting feeling. It emerges as a conscious action, a guiding principle we choose to actively embody every day. As we strive to be genuinely compassionate individuals, let us pause to reflect on our motivations, the impact we wish to have on others, and the legacy we aim to leave behind for future generations to witness and embrace. Let's aspire to ensure that every single act of kindness counts, recognizing that every kind act beautifully contributes to a vibrant tapestry of love and understanding perpetually woven through the hearts and lives of our communities. May we carry forth these invaluable teachings as we embrace our roles as light bearers in the world, echoing and amplifying the love and compassion that have been deeply interwoven into the very fabric of our faith traditions throughout history. Our commitment to compassion will naturally evolve as we practice it, resulting in lasting change within ourselves and our surrounding communities. We sincerely thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey of exploration into the Chronicles of Care illustrated through the biblical teachings we hold dear. We genuinely hope that these reflections encourage and inspire you to actively incorporate acts of compassion into your daily life, fueling your desire to create positive change within your immediate community and beyond. Remember, kindness is a deliberate choice we hold the privilege to make each day. Through our actions, no matter how small they may seem in the grand scheme of life, we hold the incredible power to profoundly change lives for the better. If you found this discussion insightful and impactful, we kindly ask you to consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video to help spread the powerful message of compassion even wider and further. Join us again next time on The Perspectives of the Bible as we delve deeper into teachings that continually inspire us to embody love, grace, and compassion in our everyday lives. Until then, may peace and compassion guide you steadfastly along your path forward in life, nurturing a spirit of kindness and understanding in every interaction you share with others. Together, let us enrich our collective journey through this beautifully complex world.